Oh man, this is going to be one of those videos. So, you might have read the title, How I Play Save the World. And the answer is I don't. I don't know if the YouTube viewers know this, but if you guys hang out my streams, you would know. But as a max level player, I have the 10 160s to do every single week and ventures. And in my current state, I have been level 50 in ventures. I consider that completed because at level 50, you get the last supercharger, and everything past that point is more achievable in like 160s or 140s, so it's just not worth it. And so I've been completed with this for about 2 to 3 weeks, and in that time, there's no more, there's no worth in me running ventures anymore, so I just do 160s, which is not difficult. The 10 160s to get a supercharger is about 3 hours of work-ish if I'm slow and just hanging out with stream, so that's like 12 hours a month to play Save the World. And I want to play the game, and I'm going to have some solutions later on. In fact, I'm making this important video because I feel like a lot of people are in my same position where for a long time, I was able to just keep trucking on, Like, I like playing Save the World. I want to play it more. I like making videos for you guys. That's why I keep doing it. And a lot of times I was just grinding perk up, which is why I have so much. And this was to fund my best perk series, which I'm going to bring that up later on because it's important to this. But I funded them all. I haven't finished every single weapon in the game, but 99, literally, I read my own comments, 99 out of 100 times I have the video. And the 1 or 3 people a month that ask for a weapon I haven't covered, there's usually a good reason for it, and it's just not worth it. I've spent a long time. I put effort into my videos. There's at least an hour per best perks video, so that's some easy math there, and it's usually more. I've put time into weapons that aren't worth covering, and they're just not. But that's a different topic. It just doesn't, So I don't really need XP or perk up or anything that you would traditionally get from regular missions. I've got 3,500 flux. You know how many weeks that is? You know how many weeks? I think that's 70 weeks of flux. Is it like 50 per week? Yeah, I think. I might be wrong. It doesn't matter. Yeah, no, 35 weeks? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a lot of flux. And so what I'm saying is, just to keep this video moving, is I want more. Okay, so I have a couple of solutions. One are more rewards for running 160s, and that would just be like a weapon supercharger is the only thing that's interesting to me, or any supercharger for that matter. As an endgame player, I can finally max out my max stuff, and that's really good, but another solution is a very, very basic one, and that is give me my weapons in ventures. It's the only thing that really forces me to grind. It's the only thing that gets me out of twine and into a different zone for an extended period of time. And if you've noted, I said I'd bring it back up later, my 200 plus best perks videos, that's how I like to play the game. I have spent years and hundreds of thousands of flux and XP leveling up over 200 schematics. And if you watch my streams, I like diversity. I like to use unique and fun loadouts. I've made videos on fun loadouts that I enjoy using because I like the diversity and the different things you can do. And I want to add perks matter. I feel like Epic has always, with hit the road random weapons, with Frost Knight dropping random weapons, with ventures not allowing us to use our own schematics for weapons, traps, okay, sure, but not using our own weapons, they seem to have this idea that perks are just irrelevant and you should just have fun. They matter. They matter a lot. One of my favorite examples from way back in the day, and I really want to drive this home, is the Silent Spectre. A Silent Spectre with base perks doing no damage does however much damage it does. And I realized when we put, maybe not fire rate, but like a crit rating, crit damage, damage to afflicted, it literally tripled the damage output. Like you were doing 100 damage before, and now you're doing 300, etc. It was actually 100,000, but you know what I mean? Like it was like, it matters so much to have proper perks. And I have always hated the vending machine system because here's how it works. This is how it plays out every season. Next season is going to be season 8 in about 7 hours here, and this is what happens every season. You hunt for a Xenon bow. I'm not going to bullshit. That's the only thing everybody wants because of 2 reasons. 1, you can shoot it through the map and insta-kill objectives. That's super convenient. 2, it's a phenomenal weapon. Super cheap to use, goes through crowds of enemies, it's energy, it's universal, it works. And it's reliable because the perks on the Xenon bow don't matter nearly as much as regular weapons. Whereas the rest of the good weapons, Stampedes, Huskbusters, Ground Pounder Shotgun, or SMGs if you're looking for a Thrasher, Hemlock if the season allows it, all these fun weapons require pretty good perks, because if you get hit with, you know, no reload or no crit rating with that crit damage, you're just like, well, what the hell? 10% of the time I'm doing more damage? Who made this weapon, right? So I don't like that, because a lot of times, even if you're not hunting for a Xenon bow, you are just using abilities the entire time, which gets old 7 seasons straight. I used Shock Tower and Teddy for almost the entirety of Ventures because the weapons I got were trash. And it's just... and a lot of times, you get to the end of the season without actually acquiring any of those fun weapons. And then there are little quality of life things, like when the Baron is available as a weapon reward. If you don't get a triple movement speed, which buy a lottery ticket if you do, you're just running slower the whole time. There's a reason we have this on our hotbar the entire time. Now, I understand that allowing me to craft my 130 weapons as soon as I possibly can would be annoying. If I just got into the 94 zone and started getting Oxy, you know what I mean? I understand that it would take some programming to, like, maybe limit you to crafting weapons of your Venture's power level, or something the entire game needs, limiting players to only holding their own weapons. No more Stonewood players gatekeeping brand new players by saying, hey, 10130, ruining their experience right off the bat. It's unfortunate how many times I've had that conversation. Hey, I just started playing Save the World today, and somebody gave me a bunch of 130s. Boom! Progression is fucked. That guy no longer has to try anymore. Save the World just got boring. They usually quit a few weeks later. I don't hear from them again. And that happens a lot. That happens to nearly everybody. And that's my solution. Like I said, extra rewards for 160s would be great. More incentive to play them. They're already fantastic. I look forward to getting the supercharger because 160s are fun. They're challenging. I get to use my loadouts. I get to switch things up. I get to get a supercharger at the end of it so I can progress even further into the end game. That's awesome. But what am I grinding all of these superchargers for if I can't even use them in Ventures? All this work to do 160s so I can use them for 12 hours a month? I would love to grind Ventures or have more incentive to grind Twine. I mean, I've thought about like reoccurring quests. Like you guys got rid of the extra rewards for the amp up, the frost up, and the fire up. What happened to that? Why? I like little motivators like that. In fact, I think everybody, if you are a little OCD like me, can agree. This Mist Monster quest for 50 Mist Monsters for reperk, I have had 100,000 reperk at a time in the past, and I've still been annoyed pulling my hair out if I end a mission 45 out of 50. It drives me nuts. But extra little incentives like that, you guys realize, all right, I want to break something down that nobody might not have thought about for a long time. Think about this. In a regular mission, if you have no daily quest having you kill an enemy, and you don't care about the badges that give you Battle Royale XP, think about this. There is no reason to kill zombies. There is no incentive whatsoever. Think about that. If there's no challenge in the game, you're all caught up like I am. Maybe my dailies aren't done. I haven't played in a while. You have no reason to kill zombies. I feel like if there was like a requirement to kill the zombies, forcing you to eliminate them to actually win the game, maybe instead of an 8-minute arbitrary timer for category 2s or whatever, you'd have 800 kills. That way, jailing is dead on the spot. You need to play the game to actually finish the mission. And you can kind of speedrun it if you and your teammates are like actually participating, actively killing stuff. That gets a little outside of the scope of the video, but yeah, short answer, I kind of don't play Save the World. Long answer, I would really like to, and there's just no incentives for an endgame player. And I don't think we need a radical shift. A kill requirement is already in the game. Storm Shield defenses already have it. I would love to see that applied to regular missions because it's a regular part of a Save the World player's life to queue the V-Bucks, which I like to do if I'm on stream. I don't go out of my way for them, but if I'm already streaming, I'll do the V-Bucks happily, of course. But you just slap down a base and then talk at a chat for 8 minutes because there's nothing to do. I mean, even if we were killing enemies, those would be easy missions, but you see my point, hopefully. So yeah, something I felt like had to be said. I hate vending machines so much. An alternate title that I considered was fuck vending machines, but I figured that would be a little bit of a harsh start to the video. But that's how I feel about them. I hate the RNG, and I would like to see some change to make this game just more fun. I would like Ventures to not be a grind. Let me use my own weapons and have a good time. Thank you guys for listening to me. I'll should be streaming today, actually, if you're watching this as the day of release, and hopefully some good changes come, because I need more reasons to play this game, because I want to play it, but it's just, what for?